Hello, everyone, and welcome into Joshing Around Milwaukee. As always, I am Josh Albrecht, and with me is my good friend.
Hey, it's Josh Albrecht.
That's right, Josh Albrecht and Josh Albrecht, and we are joshing around Milwaukee, and we're here to explore the best of our city, its vibrant culture, thriving tourism scene, and the people making it all happen. And one of those people is Sarah Maio from the Wisconsin Center District, who joins us today. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Hi, Josh Albrecht. Hi, Josh Albrecht. I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. I love the, Josh's intro for us in the show every week is the thriving tourism scene.
Yes.
Wisconsin,
Still my beating
Wisconsin
heart.
Center District is that, the center of all of that, literally, right?
Meetings and conventions, you name the event, it has been in our building, and we are bringing all those people in from across the region, the country, the world, to come to their meeting, come to their event, come to their convention. And by the way, while you're here, check out what a phenomenal city we got.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I've always thought with the Wisconsin Center District how perfectly situated it is to be the core of the city, right? And you can go to the center as a visitor and just spill out into the city every direction, and then come back to the heart of the city, and the heart of the city is the Wisconsin Center District.
Totally. And that's the beauty of the city overall. I mean, nothing is far away. Even the stuff that's so far away is not far away at all. So for a destination, it's so attractive to people who are accustomed to going to cities where you might be in your convention center literally from sunrise to sunset and not see the light of day. So to come to Milwaukee and to come to Baird Center, which is brand new, gorgeous, beautifully appointed, flexible, welcoming, full of bright natural light, telling the story of the city we love. It literally is a breath of fresh air. You go out on the terrace and you get a breath of fresh air. Mm-hmm. You can't do that at other convention centers. It just simply does not exist. And so to be able to welcome people for that experience, it's really setting us apart from our peer set, but also from cities that are traditionally bigger than we are and can draw bigger events than we do. We are punching way above our weight, and that is how we prefer it.
Yeah. It's the expansion, the upgrades, all of it. 1.3 million square feet of available space to, as you said, host whatever you can dream of.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Anything. There's enough space. I was talking to the other Josh Albrecht before we were recording today about how, like, unless you've been there, it's so big. Like, the space is so big that anything you can dream of could be hosted in there.
Drive cars in there.
Yeah.
You drive pinball
absolutely.
machines in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's whatever your brain can think of. Well, I bet they couldn't do. Yes, they can. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Big or small, but that's the thing. That's the beauty. And
totally.
That's the thing that people forget. It's not just the big things like a car show or a 2,000 person business meeting or something like that, right? You can do smaller.
100%. I mean, one of our core objectives in going into both the expansion and modernization was to make sure that we had a space for everyone, which means flexibility was paramount. It is the key focus of the building that we constructed. I mean, our objective was to build the kind of building that Milwaukee needed to continue to thrive in the meetings and conventions industry and to really allow us to set ourselves apart even more than we already do as a destination, and to use the convention center as really a point of opening for a lot of people to get in. Like, Milwaukee, am I going? Heck yes, you're going to Milwaukee. And by the way, you are going to love it.
Yeah. And of course, the Wisconsin Center District isn't just the Baird Center. There's a few other buildings involved there, right?
Yeah.
What else? What encompasses the full Wisconsin Center District?
The WCD is the quasi-governmental organization which exists to operate 3 venues. So, of course, we have Baird Center right in the heart of downtown, as you said. Across the street on Kilbourne, we also own and operate UW Milwaukee Panther Arena. And right next door to that, we also own and operate Miller High Life Theater.
3 amazing, historic, and brand new buildings.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. It's just when you just think of those 3 places alone, and the amount of different things that can be hosted there, just check them all off.
Yeah. Well, I love that you can have. It's always amazing when all 3 buildings are all activated at the same time, right? But it's not just 3 events. You have one, you could have 4 events going on at Baird Center.
Oh, easily.
One in the theater, one in the arena, and then the arena might even switch over that in one day.
Yep.
Who knows, right?
That's right.
That there's a Panther basketball game in the afternoon, and then maybe Admirals at night or something.
Happens
So
all the time.
the level of activity is just astounding.
Yeah, since the expansion, the North Building has opened. I mean, the real purpose of the expansion, of course, we want to host more really big conventions.
Sure.
Of course. But the real opportunity for us was to continue doing even more of what we already do really well, which is sort of that mid-size market, which means that the real purpose of the expanded portion of Baird Center was to allow us to do multiple simultaneous and overlapping events. So, I mean, for the last 3 or 4 weekends, we have had up to half a dozen events happening in Baird Center simultaneously. Half a dozen at the same time, just in one building. Yeah. And so some of them are regional, some of them are local, some of them are national. And it's the convergence of all these people coming in and experiencing the building, experiencing our level of hospitality. We live and die by our core values to be bold, proud, and experience obsessed. We know that for so many people, the interaction they have with our staff when they walk into Baird Center is what they take away about Milwaukee. Our staff is phenomenal in delivering that level of service and appreciating the weight of responsibility they have for representing our city. And, why not us? Why not us? It's delightful.
Yeah.
We're so proud of being able to participate in this way in the city. And the city deserves it. And we want to be part of that.
Yeah. It's a perfect way to draw people in, to show off the city. Obviously, our hotel community loves it, right? Because we are able to fill up the center and then fill up the hotels.
That's right.
It all works together.
It all works together, and of course, whether you're at 3rd Street Market Hall or Kohl's downtown, or even if you're driving in, we are a drive destination. You can accommodate that with a great parking structure at the Baird Center. So definitely versatile ability to draw people in for all kinds of different events. And some of those events, are consumer facing. They're fun shows, and some of them are private events, and sometimes even a wedding or two.
Absolutely. I mean, if you have not already been into Baird Center and you have not seen the Baird Ballroom and Baird Skyview Terrace, it is, they're gorgeous. They are gorgeous. And so for any type of bride or groom who's looking for a really exceptional experience, but also, let's be real clear, phenomenal photos. This is a beautiful new space. Once you're out on the terrace, you have such a unique view of downtown as well, because you're looking east and you're sort of looking north a little bit as well. It's really special. And the light that pours in and the finishes, around Baird Ballroom, it's gorgeous marble. And then within the ballroom, every third ballast in the ceiling has LED lighting in it that can be coded to whatever color you want. So can really, we exist to make your dream event a reality. It happens. We'll make it easy. Why not?
And there's so many events, as we mentioned, that take place here. And I want to talk about some of the events that have been there and some upcoming ones. And we're going to do that when we come back on Joshing Around Milwaukee. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Joshing Around Milwaukee. We're having a great time with our guest, Sarah Maio from the Wisconsin Center District, talking about all the amazing things to do in the city. And one of those things is go to the Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee, with thousands of the hottest slots, nearly 100 high-energy table games, and a sleek new poker room. The thrills are endless. Take your love of sports to the next level at the region's best sportsbook, featuring an over 2,000 square foot video wall, nonstop betting, and all the live sports you can handle. All of this inside a newly remodeled multi-level casino that's built for the ultimate gaming experience. Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee, your win is waiting. So, Sarah, we've been talking about, before we went to break, we were talking about all the events in the event space in the Baird Center. Let's talk about some of those events. So I'm wearing some Ninja Turtle gear here for this episode because the Midwest Gaming Classic was just at the Baird Center, and man, you could spend multiple days in that thing.
Some people do.
Yeah, and it's just
at the same pinball machine.
That's right.
Yes. I mean, eventually it's, hey, give someone else a turn. But there's so many, and it's just another great example of just the uniqueness of the different types of events that are welcomed into Milwaukee, and getting all those different types of of crowds and people that maybe even local haven't really seen the updates or experienced things in the new area and seen the new Baird Center.
Can I tell you one thing about Midwest Gaming in particular? We love this event. We love all our events, like our firstborn children, but this one is so uniquely special because it's homegrown, and we've been with them when they took the leap to move into a convention space to begin with. I mean, that's scary stuff if you're trying to build your own event. I mean, and you really have to have a lot of confidence in your planning and execution team, and those are all of our people, all of our ops people, our facilities people. Like, we exist to make it happen. The other cool thing about that particular event is having events like that are homegrown, that are executed really well, and then people have a great experience. People in those communities, whatever community it is, like-minded affiliate communities, pay attention. And so now we are hosting big anime conventions as well. We are hosting like-minded, similarly themed events, esports, things like that, because people see it. They come to other events. They go, oh man, these guys know how to get this done. You're darn right we do. You should try it too. So those types of consumer events that are publicly ticketed. There are so many sporting events that happen here, especially in the first quarter. Holy cow. You want to see what 124 volleyball teams playing simultaneously looks like? You let me know. I'll happily have you any weekend in January. Basketball tournaments, gymnastics tournaments, USA fencing, you name it. It is coming to Milwaukee. And again, it might be homegrown. It might be regional. It might be national. I have kids in club sports. I know I go to a lot of other cities and spend a lot of time in similar types of venues. It matters what type of service you are delivering and what type of experience you are giving these parents in terms of what the sentiment is that you take away from the city as a whole. And the answer here is, oh, heck yes, I will go back to Milwaukee anytime.
Yeah, I love that you talked about some of the sporting events, because I talk to so many people in the community who are always shocked to learn that there's volleyball tournaments in downtown in the winter months.
Yeah.
Who they're like, what's going on at the Baird Center? Because if you don't have a child in it, and these are traveling teams a lot of the time.
That's right.
You typically don't go to spectate.
You're blissfully unaware.
Right. Meanwhile, you're driving by on Wisconsin Avenue, like minding your own business, and there's thousands of families in the Baird
streaming,
Center doing volleyball, doing these special events. And then as you go into the year, you go from the volleyball to these consumer facing shows like Midwest Gaming Classic or Adepticon or the baseball card shows, the car show this past year. There's all these different shows that sort of consumer face. And then as we get into the summer, that's when you start seeing more of the meetings convention business heat up. See what I did there, Josh?
Yes, I did.
So it heats up with the summer.
He gets 1 point. 1 point there.
Our friends, throughout the city who help us bring in all kinds of large-scale events.
That's right,
obviously last year hosting the Republican National Convention, and the Baird Center was part of that.
I do remember that event.
Chaos, right?
It was, of
fun, and it was an amazing way to really celebrate the opening of the Baird Center.
Yeah, that's right. As was the UWM Panther Arena, as was the Miller High Life Theater. I mean, for us to be have all of our venues activated for different reasons was awesome, and it executed beautifully. And yeah, I cannot believe that we are coming up on the first birthday of the expanded and modernized Baird Center. It is unbelievable that it has been almost a year already.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So much has happened. So many different events. We were lucky enough to host Connect, which is
That's right.
I always love to describe it as the convention for conventions. And
we heard you like conventions, so we put a convention in your convention. Yeah.
But it was a great way to celebrate the opening of the facility to all the people who will bring conventions to Milwaukee.
That's
and so
right.
it was a huge thing to have that in the first year. But, it all kicked off with Adina Menzel.
Oh, my God.
Kicking us off with the grand opening last year, which was an amazing way to open the facility.
It was, and can I tell you, we had that date identified for years. It was always going to be May 16th, 2024. And that was the pinnacle. And to actually arrive at May 16th, 2024 was like, I mean, it was so great. And we engaged a planning team to execute this event. I mean, it really was a marketing campaign. I mean, we had one shot to welcome 1,100 people who care as much about the city as we do and give them a sense of what this building is and what it can do, but also understand the people who are behind it and the management team and the staff and why not only has it come to fruition in this beautifully constructed manifestation of what we thought it would be, but also it will continue to be awesome because that is what we are focused on and that is what we are making sure that we do. So having those 1,100 people join us that night and working with a production team that was wildly diverse and represented all corners of our city and bringing folks in. And yes, our special guest artist that night was Idina Menzel. And it was just phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal. My favorite little secret from that evening is that we allowed every guest to choose tableside, their menu item, which, I mean, our in-house food and beverage provider, Levy Restaurants, I thought that we were going to take years off their life. I mean, that you never see that.
No.
And the reason you never see it is because it's real hard to pick for 1,100 people. What might they want? And deliver it with a consistent level of quality. Oh man, did they knock it out of the park. And that's one thing that is really different about us. Our in-house restaurant team, food and beverage team, executive chef, we are so focused on that quality product. It's unbelievable. And it makes such a huge difference for our clients and the guests. It's part of their experience because that's what Milwaukee's all about. So we better show up.
Yeah, it's one of the things that can most easily go wrong during a meeting during a convention is
What?
did you try the breakfast? Right. Like, so you want them to say, "Did you try the breakfast?"
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
The tone. You want that tone. Tone's important.
You had a tone.
Yes. Well, we're gonna take one more break, but when we come back, we're gonna continue talking about that 1 year anniversary and maybe even some upcoming events to the Baird Center. Make sure to stay tuned here for Joshing Around Milwaukee. Welcome back to Joshing Around Milwaukee. We are having a lot of fun with our guest, Sarah Maio from the Wisconsin Center District, talking about all things WCD and specifically the Baird Center and all the events going on there, including some upcoming events as well. That Sarah, maybe you can.
I
share
would
some
love
light on.
to. Thank you. So we have sports, we have consumer shows, we have, of course, meetings and conventions. But one thing that I'm super excited to be bringing into Baird Center actually happens tonight. On the 19th, it is the Make Believe Ball with First Stage Children's Theater. And the reason that I'm so pumped up about this is that they are our second annual Gala Giveaway winner. So last year, and again this year, Baird Center, because we want to be the kind of convention center that actually matters to the community, that actually resonates, and something that residents are proud to be part of. We have given away a gala for the last 2 years. All expenses paid, 500 people. It is over a $60,000 value. And this year's winner is First Stage Children's Theater. So their event is tonight, and we could not be more proud to welcome them. And then if you saw the news this week, you know who our third annual Gala Giveaway winner is. If you didn't see it, I encourage you to check out bairdcenter.com. It's plastered all over there. Their event will be next fall. For us to be able to participate and bring this type of event to 501c3s within the city, the region, it is such a source of pride. It is such a representation of our values to be bold, proud, and experience obsessed. We want the city and the county and the area to know what Baird Center is, to be super proud of it. When you drive by, if you're bringing friends into town, you're not saying, oh, that's some other building. You're going, that is our convention center. Check this out. And this is one way for us to do that. That is super unique. I've never seen anything like it with another convention center. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a wonderful program to be able to give back, and such a great way for those nonprofits to maybe do a little fundraising as well. And
I want them to
out.
make the most money ever.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. And so, Josh, get your application in.
Yep, got to get down and fill out. Tell me where to go. Sign on the dotted line. No, that's awesome. And you're right. You never hear of that. You never hear of that type of program or really building that community focus.
Yeah.
So that's super, super cool to hear.
Thank you.
What else is going on at the Baird Center? Upcoming events, maybe even a favorite event of yours in the past?
Yeah, I would love to hear what your favorite event is, or if not event, what's the favorite new feature of the Baird Center? I wanted to ask you that actually. Is it the fritted glass?
I do love fritted glass. Can I tell you? So fritted glass. So we have just received our LEED Gold certification. We were pursuing LEED Silver, and we were successful in securing LEED Gold. So this is a big deal.
That's huge, yeah.
And one of the ways that we did that, I mean, there are many. We have a solar roof. We have low flow everything. We have a water detention system that you will never see. It lives underground. And so when it rains really hard, we hold our rainwater runoff back from the sewage system so we don't overflow it, right? Like experience obsessed. One thing that we have is this fritted glass. So we want to make sure, because we are in the path of migratory patterns, that birds, because of all of the natural light that we have in this gorgeous building, that we are friends to our fine feathered friends in the sky. And so we have this fritted glass, which basically means it has polka dots on it. Looks really cute. And what happens is it allows birds to see that there is something there.
Pull up.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And that's just one of the ways that we were experience obsessed. We have dedicated nursing mothers rooms. We have dedicated sensory rooms where people can go and just chill out. We have dedicated all gender restrooms throughout the entire building. We're not wanting anyone to feel anything but safe, welcomed, and absolutely at home when they are in Baird Center.
Yeah, that's wonderful
yeah.
feature to the center. Really, it is a thing that sets the Baird Center apart, sets Milwaukee apart when we're trying to recruit new business to the community, and it's such a great calling card. And we're running out of time, but one last quick mention for the amazing art in the center as well.
Oh, thank you. I'm so proud of that. I think no matter where I go in the rest of my career, that will be a highlight for me. So all the information about all of the art and the artists is on bairdcenter.com. There's a whole art section. Just go and find it, and then check it out. It is so much original work. It is telling the story of the past, present, and future of Milwaukee. It's telling the water story. It's telling the culture story. It's telling the industrial story. It is just gorgeous, and I'm so proud of it.
And when you're there, you can also find out more information on those upcoming events and things that you can go see and be a part of at the Baird Center and in the Wisconsin Center District. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you for the invitation. It has been my pleasure.
We also appreciate all of you tuning in and listening. We really do appreciate it. Make sure to join us next weekend as well on Joshing Around Milwaukee. Welcome back, everyone, to Joshing Around Milwaukee. If you are hearing or seeing this portion of the show, it's because you are watching or listening on Visit Milwaukee's social media channels, and we appreciate you doing so, and you're liking, subscribing, commenting. We appreciate all of that as well. We have had a great time with Sarah Maio from the Wisconsin Center District. Thank you so much for doing this and being a part of today's show.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
It's the time I always try to give the guests a warning before Josh asks his question, but time's up. It's time to get your answer. Josh, take it away.
Warning. We've got an alert out.
Yes.
So for those familiar with the show, know that I'm going to ask you a very pointed question, and that is, what is giving you fresh city vibes? And to qualify, what I mean by that is that Milwaukee's got so many cool things going on right now. So many new places to go, things to see, and it's got really, really great vibes. So therefore, we've got fresh city vibes. What's giving you fresh city vibes?
I love this question, and there are a few tiebreakers here. So number one, the sports scene. I love that I can live here and go to a Bucks game or a Brewers game, whatever my little heart desires, in 20 minutes. I love it. And listen, my son is a big time baseball player. For us to have that kind of just physical access to AmFam and the Brewers, please stop it. I mean, we can say, oh, the game starts in half an hour. Should we go? Yeah, we have time. And then we do. It's unbelievable. What an incredible perk for residents of the area. But a tie there is also going to go to the park systems. And I mean, Seven Bridges is maybe, I love going there. We grab some sandwiches, we head down, find a little spot. And there are so many similarly, the experience is similar in the sense of like, it's awe-inspiring. It is awe-inspiring. And when you need to put your phone down and just step away, there are so many easy ways to do that. You get outside, you get your feet wet in the lake that actually looks like an ocean, and you're on that rocky shoreline, and you think that maybe you're on Mars. You don't know. Nope, you're in Milwaukee, and in 10 more minutes, you want to go downtown and have a 5-star meal, no problem. It's just unbelievable to live here. And we're so lucky.
Yeah. That's a great answer.
Yeah, that
very
was a really good
all-encompassing.
answer. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yes.
Not that
I
we,
love
like,
Seven.
rank them.
Yeah, no, we did.
Is it like
it might be
maybe
the
like
winner.
among the best?
I love Seven Bridges as well. It's a great spot on the south side of Milwaukee, and anywhere along the lakefront is always beautiful.
It's just so encompassing, and like like people travel. You go to Florida. Where are you going for spring break? And the reason you go there, yes, of course, you want a little sun, fine, but it just something about the water is just so centering, and we're busy people. We have busy lives. I mentioned before I have kids in club sports. God help me. I spend a lot of time in my swagger wagon. And so when I have a chance to get out of it and go take a walk and be in nature and bring the kids or go by myself, oh, heaven. You just get recentered. It's awesome.
Yeah. The only thing that was hard for me when you were going through all that was when you said put your phone away, because when you're in those types of, like, I'm always
right, totally.
taking
Photo.
I'm like, oh, this is perfect.
Because even though you live here, you're like, how do I live
great.
here?
Right.
Yes.
Right. Even though I probably have a photo of that from the week or a month before, but I'm just like, oh, this is too good to pass up.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about the lake. Is like literally anytime you take a photo of it, it's brand new.
Totally.
Like,
and
changing all the time.
You will remember, Josh Albrecht, that the lake was a major inspiration for Baird Center in terms of the finishes and the way, and a lot of the art inspo is coming from the lake, and including this gorgeous 3D piece that you can't miss it when you walk in the north entrance of Baird Center, and it's a depiction of water in all of its forms. So it's in an ice form, it's in a shard, it's in a droplet, it's in these things called pancakes, which form on the lake in the winter. It is spectacular, and that's what we're all about.
It's Fresh City vibes right there.
Full circle.
Spectacular or bust.
Love it. Well, thank you, Sarah, so much for joining us today. We really appreciate the time.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Yeah.
And thank you, everyone, for watching and listening. If you missed past episodes, do nothing. Just let this continue to play, and then the autoplay will play the last one and the last one and the last one, and you'll get all caught up. Otherwise, you can go and find your favorite episode on the YouTube channel or get more information, as always, on visitmilwaukee.org. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.